and drop him for a loss of a yard. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Fielded at about the 28. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Room to run past midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Freeman again. And he's got room. And a cut to the right and some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 46 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right there around the 35-yard line. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 56 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Ryan to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Freeman. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Freeman looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, I want to ask about the game that you worked this last week in Minnesota and Washington. And Minnesota's Teddy Bridgewater didn't play, but active again on the sideline was very, very emotional, wasn't it?
He certainly was, and I can't even begin to imagine what the road was like. Coming back, the rehab, the lonely days, the pain, all of that because at one point, he was told he may never play in the NFL again. Yet there he was, dressed out, ready to play. Says he draws his inspiration from his mother, who beat breast cancer, and figured if she could do it, he could as well.
Neat story. He was sidelined for 442 days. Nice to see him back in uniform. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. They go play action now. Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vinny Curry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they're going to go for 2. A final shot before half for Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This is taken around the 12. Philadelphia getting set.
Clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Wentz to throw on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And that one complete to Wendell Smallwood. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Shift together here from the D-line. Wentz now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
This is Ajayi, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Steps away to it, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Adrian Claiborne bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second down following the run. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Coleman has it here right side. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. This is Freeman, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So out come the Falcons now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They run with Ajayi. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up.